Across this great nation, there is a culture of people who carry on a heritage. They have an intangible quality that can't be described, but it comes from deep within their hearts. They share an appreciation for the greatest things that come from Mother Earth. They watch over, understand, and care for the vast wilds of this great country. Fishing, hunting, and trapping are the foundations that Canada was built on. For over 2 centuries, we have taken to the woods and water to pursue wild game. Today, it's about conservation, preservation, and wildlife management. Whether you are a man or woman, fish or hunt, you should support sound wildlife management and proudly say, I am an angler and hunter. The Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters proudly presents Angler and Hunter Television. Brought to you by Canadian Tire, a proud partner of Angler and Hunter Television. Mercury Marine and Lund Boats. Yamaha ATVs. Browning Firearms. Rapala. Winchester Ammunition. Wild Game Innovations. Excalibur Crossbows. And Yukon Gear.
Simon, ducks! Shoot them! Nice!
Waterfowling is definitely one of the most popular forms of hunting, and for good reason.
Grab some duckies.
Thanks to sound management and conservation efforts by groups like the Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters, Canadian Wildlife Service, and Ducks Unlimited, there's more opportunities for waterfowlers than any time before in recent history. Good examples would be the extended Canada goose seasons and the expanded spring snow goose season in Eastern Ontario. Waterfowling has also become big business and even a trend in reality television. But the root of the practice goes way back to before we had cable TV, the internet, and certainly not the incredible lifelike decoys, calls, and high-performance shot shells we have today. When I was a kid, I often heard the thump of shotguns during the dawn hours of opening weekend, and would often see the neighbors canoeing in after a morning hunt, and thought, one day, I'm going to be a duck hunter. Well, I did take up duck hunting, and as a teenager, didn't have much access to a place to hunt other than a few small beaver ponds on a friend's property where we hunted deer. Since becoming host of the Angler and Hunter, however, I'm lucky to have had some great opportunities hunting all across Canada. But my roots and traditions are still very much a part of why I enjoy hunting. Okay guys, you all set? We're shooting blindside today, boys. So this season, the group I spent many a day jumping beaver ponds with nearly 30 years ago are going to get together and relive some of the old days with a duck hunt on the pond where it all started. Pretty cool setup, hey? You know, 25 years ago we didn't have Ameristep pop-up blinds, all these cool duck calls, camouflage. I didn't have an auto-loading shotgun, that's for sure. But some things never change, like this duck pond behind me. 25 years ago, we used to gather around here and we'd set up on rocks and in the reeds and throw a few pailfuls of corn out a month before the season opened and hope for the best. Over the past 25 years, a lot of the guys have tapered off and we don't all participate in the duck hunt anymore. But this year, we're all back together and we're going to surround the pond and see what happens. And we've even got a new addition to the group, Dave Gagne's son Simon. He's a 14-year-old apprentice hunter.
Simon, ducks. There they are. Shoot!
Watching Simon brings back that youthful enthusiasm that I had when I was young, and it's going to be pretty exciting to see how he does on opening morning.
When I was 13, I got interested in hunting, and my dad was telling me a whole bunch of stories about it and how in the old days they used to get a whole bunch of ducks, at least their limits every day, and it was a ton of fun, so it really piqued my interest. And ever since then I've been interested and wanted to go hunting with them. It'll be nice to see a whole bunch of ducks. We've been feeding the pond up until we had to pull out the feeder, and we've seen a ton of ducks up there. I'm very confident about duck hunting this year. I got a chance to do it last year. We went once or twice, and I'm very excited, and I've been basically counting down the days until duck camp. And I know that tons of people are getting into hunting now, and I'm really excited to see if some of my friends get into hunting, and then we can, in the future, go hunting together.
With over 130 years of knife-making excellence, Camillus should be on your next hunt.
Adolf Castor began the Camillus Knife Company in 1876, and he utilized expert engineering to ensure the highest precision in his knives. They proved themselves in the harshest conditions because Camillus uses a patented titanium bonding and carbonitride coating process, making them up to 10 times harder than untreated steel. Camillus knives. Stay sharper, longer.
Mercury engine test.
Toughness you can rely on. It's good to have Mercury behind you.
This is the moment. Get locked. Make it lethal. As a new generation of Winchester finds its mark, you make history, and another one makes the mantle.
Nothing beats the confidence and enjoyment that comes with using the best equipment. There's a reason why generations of professional anglers, guides, and camp operators make Lund their boat of choice. They stand up to the elements and the repeated use that hardcore anglers put them through, season after season. They're guide-tested, wilderness-proven. Isn't it time for you to experience the Lund difference?
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television brought to you by Minn Kota and Humminbird.
Normally, I'd be hunting out of a well-camoed pop-up blind and calling ducks over a large decoy spread. But with this group, we're going old school and tossing a few scattered decoys out and setting up some crudely fashioned blinds in hopes of getting a chance to knock down a few wood ducks or whatever waterfowl comes into the pond. Joining me in this group are my brother Grant, who has always been a part of my hunting excursions, as well as lifelong friend Clayton Stell and Dave Gagne, who I introduced to deer hunting 25 years ago. Dave even brought his son Simon along, who was a recent graduate of the Youth Apprentice Hunting Program.
I've been using a Browning VPS. It's a 12-gauge shotgun, and it's a pump. It's very interesting to shoot a 12-gauge shotgun because I shot up a 410 shotgun, which basically has no kick at all. It basically felt like a tap in the shoulder. And then I shot at my dad's 12-gauge, and it was very surprising to me, the kick that it had and the power that you could feel. I've been practicing it shooting skeet for about 4 weeks maybe, and you come up a couple weekends and practice. I'm going to definitely be ready for the ducks.
Our setup is pretty simple. In early August, we put a feeding station in to get birds used to coming into the pond. Then a few weeks before the season opens, we pull the feeder out and hope the birds will keep coming. Opening morning strategy is simple. We head out to our blinds before sunrise, spread out and cover a couple corners of the pond, and wait for the ducks to start flying. Okay.
Now begin.
Now we can hunt.
There's 4. There's, crap, there's more than 2. There's like 5.
Wow.
There's like
Coming in.
Shh.
Play.
There goes one. Really? There's 2. There's more.
Oh, wow. Ducks everywhere.
Right in the middle.
Woo! Reload. Come on! Yeah! Better than Christmas, isn't it? Sweet.
We got him. I had to shoot straight up on that last one.
I know.
Oh, there he is. Hey, you! Yeah. Fat boy, you can't get none of this. Look at me. I got moves. I go left, I go right, I go left again. Watch it. Oh, there it is. Psych! I'm so erratic, I don't even know where I'm going. Come on, Chubby Cheeks. Come on, Bucket Mouth. Come get some of this. I can do this all day long. Look at me. Watch this. Come on. Your mama's so fat that she can't get out the fish net. Ow! I'll give you that one.
The makers of America's #1 buck lure bring you Hot Shot, a monumental advance in scent dispersal technology. Hot Shot's exclusive bag and can technology separates the lure from the propellant, resulting in a 100% pure lure mist. No noisy spitting and powerful, consistent spray create a highly effective and deadly long-range attraction. When your season comes down to one opportunity, trust Tinks. Tinks Hot Shot, pure lure, pure attraction.
There's one.
Well, that's a big one.
So how many have you caught now on your Trigger X, Derek?
I don't know. I'm not keeping score.
Oh, really?
Trigger X. Bass eat even when they're not hungry.
There's a huge low-pressure system centered over the state, going to continue to whip our area with rain, sleet, high wind. There are already multiple weather-related accidents on the freeway. You'd have to be a hardcore duck hunter to go out in this weather. Take it easy this morning heading downtown.
The Browning A5. Come hell or high water.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television brought to you by Ameristep.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Clayton and I grew up together and have been hunting with each other for over 25 years. Still to this day, we have never had a dull outing. In fact, he often still outdoes me with his old school approach in his trusty century-old Model 12. Dave, coming at ya! Shoot him! They're going over to the flapper, eh? Look at that. We got him.
Yeah, smoke coming out of your
You
barrel.
guys get him?
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Ready? Right in front of you. Cut away.
Here comes another one at us. Mallard. Get ready. Wow, good shot.
One shot wonder.
You should avoid using invasive vegetation like phragmites when constructing blinds. Instead, use native plants or other materials. Your best cover is the native and natural surroundings.
Ducks, shoot them.
That's good that Simon's getting some shooting. Simon and Dave were getting plenty of action, and Dave did a great job of making sure his son was being safe, all while having a great time.
There's you.
Anybody hit him?
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it. Oh. Why is it coming back if it's...
I hit him. Feathers.
Smoked him. I saw the feathers fly
Yeah.
off.
Where'd he go? Look at the feathers. But I hammered him.
Oh, boom.
Oh, I didn't see him. He's right there. You couldn't see him below the trees. Oh, there's mallards above us.
Did you see that thing come down? That was awesome. Here.
Nice shot.
Everyone shooting at that duck, I think?
I don't know.
Did everyone shoot at that duck?
Well, that wasn't a bad little flurry.
No, your hat's all right. Oh, no, it's okay.
Simon gets to go out in the run, pick up all the ducks.
That one looks small. That one's really small. What is that?
Deal maybe? Or...
It's tiny. Look at this thing.
I think it's a teal.
It's tiny.
The wings on it, yeah.
Look at how small it is.
Now, once we gather them all up, we'll meet, head back to camp, and start plucking.
Don't do it with a high flyer when I hold it.
Well, Simon, how'd it go?
Really good.
You guys nailed a few over there?
Yeah, I got 3.
Attaboy.
Dad got 1. I got a chance. Pretty good.
Let's get out of here.
He was out pretty far there. Where I was like, I think I can poke him. Do you guys have any other
For over 30 years, Excalibur has led the way in crossbow performance. We've crossed the strongest rivers. We've battled the harshest conditions. We've climbed into countless tree stands. We've stalked endless miles. We asked ourselves, how do you make the world's best crossbow better? Make it a micro.
Mercury engine test.
Latest 115 horsepower in its class.
In the world of whitetail hunting, accuracy reigns supreme. It's what gets you in the right spot, at the right time, eye to eye with the one. It's also what gets the job done, downrange. Winchester Ballistic Silvertip, lethal precision.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television brought to you by Winchester Ammunition.
After a great hunt, it's always part of the tradition to clean the birds, share some laughs, and get ready for a great evening of storytelling and delicious fire-roasted duck.
I would go, we're going to end up cutting here, so I would go up like that.
I think it's obvious why waterfowling has become so popular. Whether it be with old friends and taking some birds for an old-fashioned cookout, or a guided excursion to fill a limit of geese, the memories and excitement is something that can be passed down for generations to come. So we pretty much wrapped up a weekend in duck camp, and we had our first youth hunter come in with us. Dave, you must be pretty proud of being able to bring Simon with you.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's nice to share activities with my son outdoors. And he's a better shot than I ever was.
Yeah, I could tell by the look of your hat there.
Yeah, you did that.
Simon, what do you think? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed myself. It was good to get a couple ducks, and everyone else got at least one shot at a couple ducks, so it was good.
At least one?
At least one.
Yeah, well, we did go through some ammunition there. Winchester supplied us with a case of ammo, and we made the best of it. But you know what? If you look around, the weather, it's more suited for fall fishing, I think, than waterfowling. But we had a campfire. We cooked outside. We've had a pretty good weekend all in all, and I was impressed. Simon was slamming the ducks, and we had a good time.
Yeah, this is he came up 2 years ago, and he didn't hunt. He just experienced it with us, and last year was the first year he was allowed to hunt with us. He liked it so much the first year, we followed through with the education program. He got his apprentice card.
Dave and I have been hunting together, I think, since
1991.
There you go.
Yeah.
1991. Over 20 some odd.
23 years.
Do
the fingers.
And we've been coming to this exact place for that many years and doing what we just basically did all weekend. And I think I started doing it when I was probably Simon's age. So here's to 30 years of good times for you, buddy.
Thanks.
Closed captioning of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you by Ontario Out of Doors Magazine. Angler and Hunter Television has been brought to you by Canadian Tire, Mercury Marine and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Firearms, Rapala, Winchester Ammunition, Wild Game Innovations, Excalibur Crossbows, and Yukon Gear. For more information on the products used in this episode of Angler and Hunter Television, visit ahtv.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Remember, conserve and protect our great outdoors.